The views expressed on this holiday podcast special are those of the podcasters, any guests, and do not reflect any of the management, employees, sponsorships, or affiliates of thereof.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Do you ever feel alone during the holidays? I've been there before, and it's not a fun place to be, which is why I wanted to create a special for somebody like me back in the day. I just wish I had a listening ear, or maybe even heard stories that brightened up my time or my mood. I wanted that. So here's my gift to you. This is 12 Days of Christmas with me, DreRawka. I got some of my closest friends, and we talk Christmas. We talk about their favorite traditions and new ones as well. I hope you enjoy, and a very Merry Christmas from me to you.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Listen daily with my dad and his friends for 12 Days of Christmas. Only here on Unrestricted.
Merry Christmas. DreRawka here, checking in with you on this Podsmas day number 10. Hopefully you're having a great one. Remember, the hotline is open. The line to go and talk to Santa Claus, the North Pole hotline, is alive and well. 801-449-1158 is the number. Call in. Let us know what you want for Christmas. Let us know some about some of your holiday memories, good, bad, ugly. We want to hear about it. And if you do want something from the big guy upstairs, Mr. Kris Kringle, Santa Claus, give us a call and we'll get the message over to him. 801-449-1158. 15 days until Christmas. You might hear Tressa, my wife, yelling in the background. She's screaming at the kids. This is a good reminder that you need to tell your kids that if they want that special thing, they have to act right? You don't end up on the naughty list. You got to be on the good list. All right. 15 days, and we are super excited about it. The Smith Entertainment Group, or SEG, as you might hear it, around the Salt Lake City Valley, is the Utah Jazz owner, Ryan Smith, and his wife. They are the founder and co-founder of Smith Entertainment Group. They did this thing called Pay It Forward. Now, in its second year, Pay It Forward Day is designed to uplift individuals, families, and communities throughout the state of Utah. Although it's through simple acts of kindness, it is a huge part of the community, or it's developing into be a huge part of the community. Earlier this week, the SEG Foundation co-founders Ryan and Ashley Smith, Utah Jazz and Utah Mammoth players, broadcasters, mascots, and other SEG personalities visited multiple locations around the Wasatch Front to surprise Utahns by purchasing groceries, gas, meals, and more. I seen it on my timeline. I forget who it was, but they posted that they were over there at Smith's in West Valley City off of Redwood, and they were buying people's groceries. I seen another group of guys. I think it was the hockey guys. They were at a gas station. I think it was the Sinclair, buying people's gas. And I think that that's cool. While it is a simple act of kindness, it's going to make a huge impact on those people's day. Think about, you're just at the gas station and all of a sudden it's like, yo, gas is on us. Gas is on us. We got you. Now, the greedy side of me might be like, damn, why did I only put $20 in my tank? I should have filled it up. But hey, a good act of kindness. We're not bagging on that. So salute to the Smith Entertainment Group, paying it forward. In fact, they made such a big noise that Governor Spencer Cox announced that December 9th, it is Pay It Forward Day here in Utah. So salute to everybody involved with that. I am not a hater of acts of kindness, small things making a big impact. I mean, who's going to hate on that, right? I mean, I'm sure there's somebody out there that's snarling right now. Could it be the Millers? No, I'm just playing. I'm sure the Millers are doing something great in the community. I don't know who told me this, but there is a rumor out there that Gail Miller is the richest person in Utah. I don't know. Maybe she's the richest woman in Utah, but she's definitely worth a lot of money. And she did that. Miller family has definitely left their mark here on Utah. So salute to them, salute to the Smiths, and also salute to all the people that were involved with making this thing happen. Really dope things.
Merry Christmas, Santa Claus. I want a Mickey Mouse toy, 2 bedrooms, an elevator, and a Barbie, a toy, and a car, like the elevator Barbie toy, and 2 beds for the Barbies, a chicken, and bananas, like the things for the table, and then napkins and tables. Thank you, Santa Claus. Merry Christmas.
Let's see what else we have here. Stocking stuffers. So we talk about gifts, right? We talked about what has been the hot ticket items on the list for Santa this year, but we haven't talked about what's good stocking stuffers. The stocking, in my opinion, has always been the sleeping little giant on Christmas Day, because typically back in the day, we would get, like, nuts, we get chocolates, you get a little fruit, and you would also get some cool things like little gadgets and pocket knives and things that you would use all Christmas weekend. And you can always come back to it. When you want that Kit Kat, you want that midnight Kit Kat while you're playing video games. Yeah, you just dive into your stocking. Pro tip, parents, take some of that Halloween candy and just stash it at the bottom. They'll never even notice. They'll be like, oh, what? There's a Nutcracker Hershey chocolate. And then all of a sudden it's like, yo, Reese's pumpkin? Yeah, you're saving money and you're repurposing. I feel like in 2025, we need to repurpose a little more. In 2026, we need to purpose even more. All right? Repurpose that candy. But some of the stocking stuffer hot items on the stockings this year is LED pocket mirrors. All right? I think a pocket mirror is always in order, especially if you're in corporate America. You got to make sure you don't got the lettuce in your teeth. If you are a student, you got to make sure that you're fresh to death, because you don't want to be going into third period. And here goes Leanne looking at you all crazy because you got pepperoni sauce on your face. You got a little extra in the corner of your mouth. Nah, man, be nice. Just put the little LED mirror in your locker. And after lunch, you just take it out, look at yourself, make sure you're good. Because you don't want to go into the bathroom. The only time you should go into the bathroom is if you need to use the urinal, or unless you had to do some other extracurricular things. We'll leave that there. Canoodle 3D brain teaser puzzle is on the list as well. I had to look this thing up because it looked like Chinese checkers to me, but apparently there's a new form of puzzle out there called Canoodle, and this one is a 3D brain teaser puzzle. I am a fan of the brain teaser puzzles. I know there's a lot of what's that thing called? Memory loss puzzles, and it helps you remember a certain place in your brain. It helps you keep that thing strong for like Alzheimer's or dementia or whatever. This kind of reminds me of that, and I'm for a nice puzzle. Give me a good puzzle, whether if it's cardboard or the physical puzzles, like the can you unlock the lock that's inside of a bottle. Have you ever seen those type of puzzles where it looks unthinkable, unimaginable that you can get this screw or this bolt out of this bottle, but then if you unlock it within the bottle, you can get it out? Have you ever seen these things? Pretty cool. I have never completed one, but I have seen them completed. I fell into a TikTok wormhole one day, all on like unimaginable puzzles that people actually do. And you're like, wow, how did you even think about that? How'd you even think that if you turn the bottle 3/4 of the way the other way, and if you put it in the light, and if you just blow a little air inside the bottle, you can unlock this thing? I don't know how people do it, but they do it. Another TikTok wormhole that I fell into recently is the Hulk chests, except they're like hidden compartments within the chest. Like if you watch a old pirate movie, the pirate will hide the treasure inside the chest, But in order to open the chest, you have to push in the thing. You have to twist the knob. You have to pound on it 3 times, and you got to tilt it on the side. I fell into the people that make those type of chests or desks, and it's pretty cool. Really, really cool. Apple Air Tags. So this is, I've seen a lot of parents put them in like their kid's shoe or on their backpack. It just helps them track where their kid is at. I see some people put it on their phone, or not their phones, but like valuable things like their laptop, or some DJs put it in their DJ equipment when they're traveling. You can use the Apple AirTag anywhere, and they're pretty inexpensive. I've seen it on Amazon for like $80, and I think that's a good idea. I think it's a really good stocking stuffer, because we all lose something, and in the day and age that we live in, it's always good to keep tabs on your kids, obviously, but your cars, because so many people are in, your car is a computer. So I feel like it's so much easier to get into somebody's car and drive away now. So yeah, go get an Apple AirTag and put it in somebody's stocking. Cell phone stands, hot ticket item with people going back into work, people having more desk jobs. Throwing up a nice cell phone holder, not a bad idea for a stocking stuffer. I'm all for that. Now, if you can get the phone stand with the Bluetooth speaker attached, that is a good stocking stuffer. I would recommend that. That's dope. All right, what else we have here on the stocking stuffer list of 2025? Car hanging air fresheners. Not the typical car tree ones that most people have, but the actual oils. They got oils now that you can put into, like, it's a device that lets the air freshener breathe inside your car. Or you can also get the air freshener bombs. These are also really cool. You just, when you park for the night, you just set off this little air freshener bomb, and it just goes off for like 3-4 minutes. But then in the morning when you come out into your car, hey, it's all fresh. You just open your doors, open your windows, drive a little bit, and boom, you got all the funk out of your car. Some of you fighters, I know I got a lot of fighters that are following this show. They follow the podcast. All you fighters with your stinky bags and your stinky car trunks, throw the little air freshener bomb in there, and boom, you got fresh trunk. Now your gym bag needs to be washed, but hey, at least you got a clean, fresh smelling car, and it don't smell like stinky BO and sweat. There you go. This year, put a air freshener in your fighters' stockings. Mini coloring books. Coloring books are back in style. Make sure you go get a nice little mini coloring book. There's, we talk about work, we talk about school. You doodle. If you're like me, you like to doodle a little bit. Just get a little mini coloring book. Now you can just color a little bit while you're working. The little honey boo-boos, or the little boo-boos. We talked about these guys. They're the 2025 version of Furbies. Get a little keychain. My daughter came home from her cousin's birthday party over the weekend, and what she come home with? The little boo-boo keychain. Throw a couple of those in a stocking. Call it a day. Chapstick and lip gloss. You can't, I'm going to say this again. You cannot go wrong with a good chapstick, especially in these cold weathers. All right. These cold weathers will keep your lips cracked, bleeding, and hurting. Stay chapped up. Go get a chapstick. All right. Fidget toys. My son Amari is a fidget toy lover. He loves to do the little poppets. He loves anything fidget. And I am a fan of the fidgets as well. You get a nice fidget that you can just put in your pocket and fidget away.
It is a freezing December day. Your coffee's brewing. You're trying to stay warm. You can smell the holiday scents in the house. Grab your coffee, grab your hot cocoa, grab your beverage of choice, and I'll bring the stories. Hi, I'm DreRawka, and this is 12 Days of Podsmas. We'll be talking to some of your favorite people, getting to know what their childhood Christmas was like and what they're doing today.
Listen daily with my dad and his friends for 12 Days of Christmas. Only here on Unrestricted.
All right, couple events happening tomorrow and on Friday. On the 11th, Active Pages, The Nutcracker, happens at 6 p.m. at 437 North Wasatch Drive in Layton, Utah, at the Layton Commons Park. One of the most popular events of Layton during this time of year. You can join them for storytelling, stroll through the lights of Layton Park. You'll hear the tale of the Nutcracker, and each group will receive a free copy of the Nutcracker book. Tickets are free but are required. If you have a baby in your arms or in a stroller, they need a ticket as well. It's free. Don't be a Scrooge. Just get the ticket, all right? Standby line will be available in front of the Surf and Swim in Layton as well. You can find out more on the Layton government page. I believe it's just laytonutah.gov. They'll have more information for you, or you can also check out ksl.com underneath the events page. They have that listed there as well. Think about that. Just strolling through the Layton Park, listening to the tale of the Nutcracker, and you also leave with the book. I think that's a good deal, and it's free. All right. Don't be a Scrooge. Don't be a dirtbag. Go check it out. 12/12/2025 is Tinker Time. Now, the Innovation Hub at 3848 South West Temple, Suite number 102 in South Salt Lake. They are offering the STEMS program. If you're familiar with this STEMS program, this is awesome, especially for your preteens or teenagers that are interested in building things or the science portion of it. We didn't have STEMS when I was growing up, but I definitely would be involved with STEMS if they had it. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. So with this event, Tinker Time, kids can build anything their imagination desires. It could be a robot. It could be a remote control car. It could be a device that does something for the kid. Maybe a cell phone holder. Maybe you create the cell phone holder that can also charge your phone. Yeah, this STEMS program and this Tinker Time night will have people there, professionals that can help your kids, walk them through how to create whatever their imagination desires. Now, if you bring a kid underneath the age of 12, they do need an adult accompanying them. So make sure that you go help your younger kids with Tinker Time. Again, at the Innovation Hub in South Salt Lake, 3848 South West Temple, Suite number 102. All right, day 10. That's a wrap. Call us. Remember the hotline to the North Pole where the big guy is, 801-449-1158. Let us know what you want for Christmas. We, the elves, will get the message up to the big guy, and who knows, you might get that special thing. I was curious on the North Pole, right? I know the North Pole is in the Arctic, right? It's the northern part of the Earth, and I was thinking, what is the average temperature up at the North Pole? What is the temperature that these elves and the big man Santa Claus have to deal with every single year? Well, the average is about negative 32 degrees. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine being up at the North Pole, working, building toys, getting your Amazon packages shipped? I don't know. I think it'd be a lot. We would definitely need our North Face jackets, and we would need some Columbia jackets, and we'd need something better than Timberlands, because they ain't gonna cut it. All right, give us a call. Again, the hotline number to the North Pole is 801-449-1158. 15 days until Christmas, and 2 days until we call 12 Days of Christmas a wrap. Y'all have the day you deserve. Always protect your light. Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night. Peace.